And we're live. Hey, everybody. Last Sunday night, while 45's still in office. Woohoo. Artie's very concerned here.
Oh, Artie. Look at him. He looks so peaceful. A little sleepy.
Snoozing away.
I got Moosey over here, too. He's right there.
Hi, Moosey.
It's the pet room.
You have to bring him in so he doesn't paw at the door.
Yeah, so he doesn't start banging on the door. Let me in.
Oh, I'm kind of warm today.
It's snowing right now outside.
Oh, you're so lucky.
We're getting like an inch or two of snow every night. So I have to go out. Like if we get more than 3 inches, my snow removal guy comes over and does my whole driveway. So when it's only an inch or two, I have to go up there and shovel the entire driveway, which is long. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired of shoveling snow. Do 5 or 6 inches so my lawn care guy comes over and takes care of it.
And I'm over here in 80-degree weather. It's like, really? Really?
Hey, Miss Luna.
Yep.
Yeah, Beth's in the room. Lucky Larry Girl's in the room. I can't call her Lucky Girl. I have to call her Lucky Larry Girl. Brandon's there. Beth Cat. So, Johnny, remind everybody about Wednesday night, and then we'll remind them again at the end.
So on Wednesday, we will be doing a live stream, a charity stream for the inauguration. But we will be doing the charity for Invisible People, which is for the homeless. They do have a YouTube channel if you want to look them up beforehand. It'll be me, Jen, and Becca, and I believe Lena is still going to join us. So if all works out, she'll be there as well. If not, it'll be just us three. It'll be about the same like we do for Sunday, so it'll be about 2 hours. So this was not meant to be, like the big extravaganzas that we usually do. It was just me, and I recruited these two. I didn't even ask. I just said, So we're going to be doing a live stream on Wednesday. And while I have this in my hand,
we'll probably post ask for questions for Wednesday night too.
Yes. Shout out to Miss Betty White, who is 99 years old.
Bless her heart.
Happy birthday, Betty White.
Happy birthday, Betty White.
Happy birthday.
Today is also Michelle Obama's birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle Obama.
Happy birthday, Michelle. First Lady Michelle Obama.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to first skank. Purely for entertainment purposes, only YouTube.
You don't want to be blocked on Twitter again.
Okay, well, while we're talking about skanks, first question. How soon will the first Netflix series come out for the rise and fall of the Trump empire and the White House years? And then I have a part 2 question. They went ahead and gave it a title for us so we could.
They're just wanting to talk already. Well, okay, fine. Just all follow. I'm gonna leave it out. It popped out 4 times. It meant to come out. 10 of wands, 10 of swords. So I think 10 minutes right there. Because something's already done.
Yeah, because the empire's already crashed. at the root of this are investigations they're kind of waiting on here, but it's already secured. So yeah, they're already working on. They've already got it going. They're looking at who to hire for the parts, the auditions. It'll be after Trump's gone. And I've got justice card on the bottom, so I think they kind of want to see like how it plays out in the courts too. They want to bring it forward before he dies, so he gets to watch it himself.
And obsess.
And try to file a lawsuit against Netflix for defamation.
But I won that election.
Yeah. What do you get, Johnny?
10 minutes. My 10 of swords, 10 of wands spell out is 10 something. 10 minutes, 10 weeks, 10 months, something like that. It's 10 something.
It's soon.
Yes. All I got to do is finish up. But they have a big chunk already. And he will obsess over it. This will cause him suffering. He will obsess and obsess and obsess.
I'm getting the writer and the dog. So that's news in about 18 weeks, 18 days, 18. I don't think this goes out to months. So that's what I'm getting.
Okay, well, since I got that they're already looking to who they're going to hire for it, they want to know if Becca will audition for Melania.
No. You ain't stapling my forehead to the back of my head, man.
For filming purposes only. She would permanently damage herself.
Get so much
We'll see what the cards say.
Y'all gotta do me like that. That's mean.
It would take a lot of negotiating.
Like, nope. Ain't doing it.
Yeah, I'm getting plans already off the ground. They're already in the works on this.
Yeah, they spouted me on YouTube.
Every single card I got as a pentacle, it would take a very, very large sum of money. And I mean, like, I don't have to show my face to nobody else for the rest of my lifetime.
Yep. Brazilians.
I had 10 of pentacles, 9 of pentacles, 8 of pentacles. It's like, yeah, if I can build a gold house with the money, then okay, fine. But other than that, I'm not interested.
Yeah, it's like there's a circle of support for Becca, but she's not having it. She's not accepting the offer. She doesn't want to have to do all the lies. But you know, she wants to protect herself and her own image here. But there might be an opportunity for a bit part if you want to do something smaller. They might offer you something smaller if you would like to audition.
I'll play all the black people in his administration. What is it, 2 of them?
Yeah.
Well, they could do it like the play Hamilton and cast black people in the roles, no matter
what color they are.
Yeah. Okay, so don't get your hopes up to see Becca playing Melania on Netflix. So, Comey was talking about he was concerned that Trump's going to sell national security secrets. We've read on that before that yes, he would, but why is Comey concerned about that? Because he's also out of the other side of his mouth saying we should pardon Trump. Why would you pardon somebody that you think is going to sell national security? What is up with Comey? Thank you, Dolores. Oh, and I'm
Joanne.
Yeah, thank you, Joanne. I missed one. What is up with Comey? He's talking out of both sides of his mouth.
I get it. How are you concerned that he's a horrible person, but at the same time, you want him to be pardoned? I said before we got here, I said Comey is a scaramucci. He just likes the limelight now. He didn't know him until Trump, and now he won't go away.
He's probably working on another book.
Yes. Thank you, Subin, and thank you, Judy.
He's got an offer on the table. I bet he's working on another book. This could be a writer type person. He wants to talk about Trump's legacy. He's had an offer.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, guys. He's worried about Russia. Yeah, now you're worried, but something has changed with him. He's out in the cold from the Republican Party, so for some reason he wants to be in with the Republican Party. Thank you, Jana.
He just released a new book, she says.
Oh, he already has it. Okay.
He's on a media tour.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he knows he's corrupt. He knows Trump's corrupt, and he knows he lost the election. Why does he want to get in with the Republicans? I guess do another spread. What are y'all getting?
I get this is for his own purposes. There's a strategy here with the Seven of Swords. The Devil is here, the Page of Pentacles, which means it's possibly his book, or this is a contract deal, or some sort of paper that brings money. So, Page of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords. This is all centered around on him. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. This is his creativity, and thank you, B-Leaf. And offers. So, not just a book. If he's got a book out already, then thank you, chat. This is another something too. So if he's got one book, he's got another coming, or he's got a little stint on one of these news head shows like the MSNBC or whoever the case may be. But he's got a money contract or something coming up. That's why he's doing all this talking. Because he has no official role, so who really cares what he has to say? But he's trying to sell something.
I'm getting that the offer would be a betrayal, and he's in some sort of a promise or a contract here. And it's also like that offer would be a solution to the problem, the trouble here. But he's in some sort of a contract, and then it's like there's loyalty or friendship, and he's like promising something to friends in the media, celebrity here. So I don't know.
Thank you, Anna.
It's like on the one hand, it's a false promise, what he's saying. And he's saying that because he's looking to get ties with celebrity. But then on the other hand, he sees it as a solution to a problem, if that makes any sense.
I got he's gaslighting about something, and his challenge is going to be legal challenges because the truth is all coming out. Hidden agenda and moneyed news coming out around him. I get his security is blocked and he wants to hang on to it. So maybe he thinks if he gets in with the Republican Party, he can get his security clearance back or something. That was weird. So will the Trump family, let's start with Trump. Will he lose his security clearance? What you getting?
What'd you get? Yep, Johnny.
I get yes, but it comes after a judgment. There is the judgment card, death card, major change, and the Four of Wands, which is the administration or White House. So yes, he loses his access that he got from the White House. But it comes after a judgment, I get.
Yeah.
Thank you, Impish. What'd you get?
Yes.
Yeah, I get like not only is his blocked, but the entire family legacy. Like they're all blocked because there's just so much legal stuff going on, and also their connection with Russia. They'll be burdened and blocked.
Thank you, Crazy Cat Lady.
Let's look at Jared in particular because they didn't want to give it to him to begin with. Trump made him give it to him.
And Ivanka as well. They both had it, their clearances denied, and he forced them. So Kushner.
So Jared and Ivanka, did they lose their security clearances? Javanka. Thank you, Sylvia.
Oh, Lord. For Jared, I'm going to say yes. I get King of Swords and Eight of Swords. It's so interesting in this deck that the Eight of Swords we usually use for the jail card. This is the actual, in the show, she is actually in jail in the show, in the depiction of this card. So I get a yes for him.
I got a yes for Kushner.
I'm getting a yes, yeah, because they're connected. I'm getting a yes too because strength and everybody that's in support of Trump, that they all get the judgment card. They all lose it. As they go away, it's gone. So I don't think it's just Jared. I think it's all of them, Ivanka included.
Thank you, Joseph.
Victory for Biden's administration.
Yeah, for Ivanka, she's blocked too. With the Two of Swords.
Yep. She loses her clearance too. They don't trust what she does or what she thinks. Ivanka, you're gonna lose it too, girlfriend.
Letitia James, as soon as Biden takes the oath of office, is she going to serve Trump with some indictments? Pretty busy with the NRA and the Trumps and
if she doesn't do it right away, that's probably because she's standing in line. That's probably
has to hunt him down.
Because everybody's got some now. So let's see. Is she waiting for him to be out?
As soon as Biden's sworn in, is she going to whack him with indictment papers? It's a secret.
I pulled the Kipper, which is unexpected money. It's like you just hit the lotto with indictment, oh boy. There's gonna be a bunch of them. And that's a positive card, yes.
What you getting, Johnny?
10 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. It's going to come very quick. She's going to burden him very quick. It is going to pile up. It is going to start with money. But I get the Sun around the Nine of Pentacles. So, yes, it will be a lot. It's so it ends in the Seven of Wands. So he will have to defend. But it's going to feel a little Five of Swords, which is like the bully card. So it's kind of like the minute you land at Mar-a-Lago, there's like a stack of papers this big. She's got her face probably stamped on all of them. So just so you know where they came from. So yes, she is just waiting for him for the ink to dry on the inauguration papers, then she's coming for you.
Yeah, I get it. It's a secret. It's going to be, here's Trump. There's at least 2 indictments she's got for him that cause him some major anxiety. She is ready to bring the fall quickly. Her challenge is to not be blocked from getting to him to serve them. Knock, knock, you got an indictment. But yeah, she's just waiting for him to be out of the White House.
And you know what saves him is if New York will vote for a Republican governor, then maybe he can get a pardon.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. If you can flip New York red, then you might be all right. But that's not going to happen.
Good luck. Good luck.
So I think we read on this last night, but I can't even remember. It's such a blur. Will the Trump family be on the no-fly list? I can't remember. Becca, you did 3 live streams last week, and I can't remember if you read on that. I think you did. Will the Trump family be on the no-fly list?
If they're going to do it, they have to do it now. There's the hangman, which means they're stuck. The ace of swords, which is a confirmation. But then there's the 8 of cups. Somebody is going to try to leave the country. I'm not exactly sure which one, but there is an attempt to block that leaving. So I think that is a yes. But like I say, if you're going to do it, you need to do it now. Because Air Force One can take him wherever he wants to go when he decides to leave.
You guys caused a riot, and you and all your supporters. So yeah, there is a plan to block them from the fly list. They will be on the no-fly list, Trump and all his supporters. The challenge will be that it'll be because of legal stuff, because he's going to get hit with indictments also. So because of outstanding legal stuff, they've got all the details worked out on this. It will come quickly, very, very quickly. Like as soon as his term is up, boom, here it is, no fly list. Thank you, Katie. What'd you get, Becca?
The whole family's on the no-fly list. So,
okay. Does Antifa exist as an organized group?
what is it?
Antifa.
What about them?
Do they exist as an organized group? Quackanon likes to talk about them purely for entertainment purposes only. I hope to God we're all anti-fascists. Because the alternative is to be a fascist. But do they exist as an organized group? I get all Americans are anti-fascist. We're a democracy. That's my America card. All Americans are. It's like this is something bought and paid for, an inspiration from the Republican Party. The challenge is it would not hold up in a court of law. There will be balance brought to this because in investigations, we will learn that this doesn't exist. It was created to burden,
I get that it has its roots in a very far away land, but as an organized group, no. It's mostly an ideology here that is distant, far away in their roots. So, nope. Nope.
Sinclair Broadcasting, which is right-wing driven, will they be weakened with restrictions in Biden's term? Thank you, Katie, if I missed you earlier. Sinclair Broadcasting. Yeah, if there's some anti-monopoly stuff going on, if Elizabeth Warren gets some things like that going, will they get impacted under Biden? What you getting, Johnny?
No. There's the Fool here. So there's going to be probably a fresh start to something. So there might be a different kind of program that they put out. But I get there's a continuation here with the Page of Wands to confusing messages. So 7 of Cups, Page of Wands. The company still continues to grow here with the Ace of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. So they're still in a good spot.
I'm getting the same thing. In fact, they may even climb to higher ground because I get a decision. There's indecision. There's a decision that needs to be made by the White House about it, and it brings a lot of anxiety. So it's not really clear right now. I get that they maintain their strength, especially with the right wing. That they have new opportunities, new places they can buy out, and new growth opportunities. So I'm getting they maintain, if not gets bigger. What are you getting, Becca?
I'm getting no, because it's a difficult journey, a very bad journey to get it, to get a report, to get feedback, legal matters, laws, anything written and documented, licenses, anything like that. So no, it's too difficult. It's too difficult.
Okay. Did y'all see the picture of the guy carrying the bust of Abraham Lincoln out of the White House?
Yeah, I saw that on the Twitter.
Yeah, so they tried to say it was the Guggenheim Museum, was taking their bust back, but it's like, well, the Guggenheim, a museum would come in and they would pack it in a crate and very gently take it out. No, this guy has it up in his arms, carrying it like I carry Artie, right? So I want to know what Abraham Lincoln thinks about them looting a bust of Abraham Lincoln.
A few months ago, I forget when, didn't he send one of his aides somewhere overseas to steal something out of this one person's office that he liked?
Like out of an embassy office or something?
Yeah, they stole something out of an embassy because he thought it was valuable. It was just a mock-up, but he sent an aide to go steal. That guy, dude.
We got a few months ago that he would loot some stuff, but what did Abe Lincoln think about him looting a bust of himself?
First card, 7 of Swords, theft. Next is 8 of Cups, theft. And then the Lovers. Someone should have been on watch and protected this. This is more to do with a failing period of the whole system. Like there never should have been a person like Trump in office and people like that in the White House in positions to take anything from the White House, such and such. So he's like blaming the entire system. The whole thing is effed up to the nines type of thing.
What'd you get, Becca?
I'm getting that he loves it, and they're probably going to try to sell it on eBay. There's a transaction. There's some sort of transaction here, so
Security, call security. Oh, well, your karma's changed. You're about to face justice, and I'll be victorious then. Judgment is coming for them, and they're going to be extremely burdened, and somebody may be going to jail for stealing that bus. So he's like trying to get security's attention, it looks like. Let's see. Who removed the panic buttons from certain Dems offices in the Capitol? And will it be found out? What you getting, Johnny?
Someone who worked there, older white man. There's the Hermit, the Eight of Pentacles. This person worked there. It was done on purpose. There's the Devil. But yeah, I get older white men, actually, because it's 4 here. Got the Judgment card, because I'm using a deck that doesn't have court cards in it. So this in particular one, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 3 probably worked together. Orders came from 1. So yes, 3 older white men. As far as it will be found out, I don't know, because that's not here.
Thank you, Terry. What'd you get, Becca?
Oh, you're muted still.
I get it's a man that doesn't like her. There's no love lost there. He doesn't love her. He doesn't like her. He hates her. And he was looking for a solution that was done by a man. So I asked who this man is. Is someone significant or very important in office or in government here that was looking for, he's distanced himself. He's at a distance, but he's in office, if that makes sense. So like an outlier, maybe perhaps one of the Quackenoners or people on the fringes of the Republican Party or something like that. But he's in government, or he was in the building. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I get it. There's someone that we would know, a celebrated person that is involved that gave the order. So or a Republican we would know. They were waiting for just the right time. They paid somebody to do this, and I feel like it's someone from within law enforcement. So paid somebody, in the security there to do it. And this was a deliberate manipulation because he's a Trumpster. He supports the king. But he had to, collaborate on this and intended to, bring down horrible things in her office. So it looks like it was inspired by a Republican, but then got somebody within to do it. Johnny, you want to do some of your questions you've got?
Let's go to, okay, if, according to Karl Rove, if Rudy Giuliani represents Donald Trump, then it is almost guaranteed that Donald Trump will be convicted of everything. Stealing candy from babies, like I said, everything but jaywalking, probably jaywalking too, and he don't walk nowhere. So will his counsel be Rudy Giuliani? And will he be not convicted? I should say, will he be on the losing end in court?
So you're talking for court cases or the impeachment trial?
Just court cases.
Just court cases. You're going to use Rudy. Tootie, fruity tootie. I hope they televise it if it's Rudy.
Because would that be Rudy versus Letitia James?
It's going to be hysterical.
And then Manhattan too?
Yep. Ooh, I got the sun card on the bottom. That's a big yes. He's a co-conspirator, so... Well, that's on the federal stuff, though. The state stuff he could.
He's bad for you. He's bad for you, sir. So here's Rudy at the podium in a room that's completely dark, trying to defend Donald Trump with the Seven of Wands. Right? There's worry in the co-counsel because he's not doing a very good job. The things that okay, so initially what I'm getting the impression of is the stuff that he's saying, he does not mean to say because he didn't rehearse it. And so he's now trying to wipe up what he just, other people heard you say it, what he just said, and then I guess go back to say he didn't say that or he didn't mean that or whatever the case may be. So he's jacking his own self up. Then there is disappointment for the Fool here with the Five of Cups, the Fool, and the relationship between him and Donald Trump. There will be a huge disappointment because there will be strife and then losses of large amounts of money with the Ten of Pentacles. So yes, he will be very bad for you, and yes, he will get you convicted and probably in your impeachment trial as well.
What are you getting, Becca?
The Lennies are saying no. The Kippers saying hell no. No, he doesn't get legal counsel from Rudy.
I've got the sun card on the bottom, so it may mean that there's more illumination coming on this. Because for starters, if he did it, it would be pro bono. It'd be a charity case because he can't get paid by Trump. So if he had to go in with his erratic nature to defend him, he wouldn't get paid. I get there's a plan to have him, and that Trump thinks he's strong for whatever reason. But there's an abundance of cases, but something changes, and I think he seeks wiser counsel because Rudy is just too foggy-headed, and even though he supports the king and he's a friend of the king's, it would be crash and burn time.
Well, what's the man? Johnny Cochran's dead, so you're gonna have to figure out something. And so is Matlock. So you're in a bad place, buddy.
Anybody that does it, it's going to be pro bono because he's never going to pay anybody. What else you got, Johnny?
So, will Russia release Navalny or whatever his name is? The moment he touched down, he was held in captivity. They tried to poison him once, and then the moment he came back, they put him in jail.
They arrested him. I saw that. So what's his future look like?
Devil popped out. It's interesting, this devil card has a straight jacket on, but her arms are free. So it's like you could pretend to operate within the confines of the law, but you really don't. I'll put it back in and see if it comes back out. Will he be released? Biden administration, or incoming administration, of course, says he should be released, but that means nothing because it ain't our country.
What you getting?
I get yes, but he doesn't walk out. There is the Six of Wands. This is the person at the center of attention. There's the Eight of Cups, so there might be some moving on here, but I get the Death and the Five of Pentacles. I think he's going to get sick again. They're going to call it COVID.
That's what I'm getting. He gets out, but he's in a hospital. So.
Yeah, I get there's unfinished work with him from their side, and that they want to strong arm him. While they've got him in prison, and he's defenseless, trying to protect himself. But I get that there's another government, and like American government gets involved, because I've got my Kamala card on the bottom. Like somebody, I think, threatens to sanction the crap out of him or something. So there's a break in the plan and celebration, like, he gets out. But there's corruption all over this. I get the devil too. But I get they move on and that there is a chance for healing. So they may suddenly give him a case of COVID as an excuse because other countries are putting pressure on him.
So will Trump be convicted in the Senate? I think we're going to get that question until it happens. Will he be convicted in the Senate? Under Chuck Schumer, because he probably won't. Devil flies out again. Well done, devil. I put you in the back. I put it behind. Now it wants to come out all the time. Face the wall.
Just because Trump has his Twitter account taken away, he's wanting to come out and talk.
I seen a look. There it is again. I just seen it. I seen a cartoon.
Card of the night.
That was very poignant. It showed some officers grieving over the grave of the officer who was killed at the riot. And then right over here, it shows Trump crying over the grave of his Twitter account. Can he appeal such a thing?
I don't know.
Never happened. At least not like this. I get that there's a yes, but he tries to climb to some sort of higher ground on like some sort of appeal or something. But this basically gives me the confirmation that yes, it's happening, seeing as how, he's trying to climb to the higher ground. Because the devil is here, which is being bound by the Eight of Swords. So yes, I believe he will indeed be convicted.
You'll probably try to take it to the Supreme Court, Johnny.
Yeah, his buddies are there.
Yeah. Have we ever had a president convicted in the Senate before in our history? I don't think so.
Because Nixon resigned.
I thought Clinton
did not get convicted.
He did not. He did not. He got impeached, but not convicted.
Who was the other one? Not Harrison. It was one from
Buchanan or somebody way back.
Back when the dinosaurs roamed. That was the only other person to be impeached.
But I don't think anybody has ever in our history been convicted.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it's ever made it that far because everybody's had the decency to resign.
Yeah, I get the treason sedition card, after he goes away because of all his sneaky stuff he's done. People are looking at this in a very grounded way, and they want to send a message to any future presidents, like, you don't cause sedition, you don't cause riots against the Capitol, right? So yeah, they're waiting till after Biden is inaugurated. I get a yes card here, and I get a yes card here with the sun. And it will come rather quickly. So once I don't think there's going to be a lot of investigating. Like the investigations, like if they have witnesses, it will go quick, very, very quick. They don't gallop through. This trial will be very quick. So I think like maybe 8 days start to finish and bam, conviction.
Oh, mercy.
So he'll be the first president impeached twice in his first term and convicted in the Senate.
Congratulations.
Come on, Karma. Come back around. We didn't see you for 4 years, but you've been there.
You finally did something Obama didn't do.
Yep. I'm getting a yes. He has betrayed his home. He has betrayed the roots here, the country. Yeah. He gets convicted. That's the solution.
Wow. That would make sense, though, if you think about the way that Carmen's spirit is working right now. Taking all of his money, taking all of his prestige, taking all of his gold toilets, taking all of his money, taking all of the things that he has spent his lifetime accumulating.
Yep.
It's taking it. It's taking it each. So this makes sense, too. He lost his election many times.
Many times.
You even paid to have a recount just so Biden can win even more votes. This makes sense. Well, eat your Wheaties so y'all be alive when it happens.
And you lost your Twitter account and your Pinterest account. All your accounts.
Yeah, he better have printed his pussy hack knitting pattern because he can't get it now.
Oh God, he's not welcome anywhere in any decent country. They don't want him. You know, it's like.
Well, speaking of criminals, will the Quaker non shaman be pardoned? And then I have a follow-up question or another question on him too.
Okay.
You got 3 days at 12 hours and 1 minute. So.
Gonna get writer's cramp from signing so many pardons. He's got an abundance of pardons he's gonna be doing.
My sister and I were just talking about this yesterday. Like, how beautiful would it be that all these idiots that just stormed the Capitol because their president told them to, just like leaves them hanging in the dust while they're all getting arrested and going to jail? That would be
like he did all his rally people when they stood out in the cold.
Yep. No buses, no nothing. And y'all still went over there and committed a crime.
He's gonna work on an abundance of pardons, but the Quackanon guy, I don't think he gets one. I think he's had counsel from somebody like to protect yourself. Because he's already like facing impeachment. He's collaborating with somebody that's like, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. It would put too much burden on you in your impeachment trial. So he's turning his back on him. And I get a big no with the 3 of Swords and the Tower, and he just sleeps on it. He doesn't do it. He puts his sword down. He puts his Sharpie down.
I don't think because they're talking about that right now. The defense attorneys from the people that are getting arrested, their defenses, they were following his orders because he told them to do it.
Yeah, like they're sworn in military.
Yeah, so it's like if you let them off the hook, now those people can't plead the 5th against you in court when they come after you for inciting an insurrection. You know. Sorry, John.
Always at his little rallies, hey, if you see somebody protesting, knock them out and I'll pay your legal fees and all these. Okay, now it's your chance. It's a whole bunch of people need some red lentil healing. Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian.
Some of that right now. But I get that there is a bunch coming from, this is my America card. Injustice and the 10 of Cups. There's a bunch of them here with the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if this guy is one of them, though. His name is mentioned. but I don't think that he is one of them.
I get no. He's not going to be successful because this person's power and authority is already under a dark cloud. It's uncertain. Nope.
So here's my other question.
So confused about his food and his diet. He wants his organic stuff too. With the verified food and
Oh, yeah,
diet.
he is a vegan with a coonskin hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy.
He's apparently as big a liar as Trump.
You got animal skin on your head, but you're vegan.
Yep.
They call him Dances with Karen on the Twitter feed.
What a maroon. So what I want to know, does the Quackernon even acknowledge this man as their shaman? Or is he just self-appointed? He wanted to play dress up and go dance with his friends since he looks like he's in that Dancing with Moves movie. Did you just make all that up? Or do they actually know you? And is that a tattoo of a sword on his stomach? Or did he have a sword in his pants?
I tried to not look too close.
I'm like, what is all over you? So stupid. It's a tattoo of a sword on his leg. So, okay, do what you want.
Oh, somebody's saying it's Thor's hammer. Okay.
Oh, Lord, no, that's not a hammer. That's okay. That's a hilt.
They're saying he's a cosplayer, and it's like, dude, did you not hear a Comic-Con here in San Diego? It happens every year.
And you don't go to jail.
You don't go to jail.
People will ask you for your autograph.
Jesus, Christian, I cannot. Okay, hush.
He's got some connection with them that goes back a ways. Thank you, Penirak. This goes back a ways with them. They see him as a supporter. They have regrets that they know him, you know. But yeah, he's like-minded with them. The leader knows him. There's more information that's coming out about things that they were trying to manipulate, things they were trying to move forward on. But they look at him as a little bit of a loose cannon. No joke. Because he has a little different perspective than the rest of the Quackanons. It's like, can it get any worse?
Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, I get that he is their shaman with the High Priestess and the Page of Wands. He does some sort of speaking on their forums and, you know, I pray for us, the good sons, or whatever the heck. There's the Devil and the Page of Pentacles, though, so he is on a psychiatric medicine, and he does have very different views, even for them. I don't believe whatsoever that they know what the word shaman means, though. Nope. So, is their shaman? No. Is he the Quackernon's Quackernon? Yes.
I get a no. No.
Just a supporter.
Just a sideshow freak that they're like, yeah, that's our guy, but they have no idea who he is.
You know, Quackanon started, thank you, Marby. Quackanon started, you know, in Russia and then came here and everybody turned it into a big organization. Well, the people behind Quackanon be exposed and prosecuted.
Yes. Thank you, Linda. He's their mascot. That's what it's not.
They should have gone with Artie. Thank you, Larry Buddha Boy.
He is definitely not a shaman.
Get a cat next time.
Yes. Or learn what a hammer looks like before you start making tattoos all over yourself.
That's when you go to the drunk tattooist, after midnight.
Draw me a hammer. He drew you a heel. Heel do not go on hammers. Okay, I'm just okay.
Thank you, Linda. Ooh, there he is, their leader. The devil.
Himself.
The devil.
Thank you, Lyndon. Thank you, Shandar. I get the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. What's going to happen right now, this has worked like it was supposed to with the Russian troll farms and all this type of stuff, putting this information out there. They ate it up and they ran with it. However, just like Donald Trump, let me aside. First digression, viewers. Don't be so alarmed when you hear the word Russian hack and Russian influence and Russian this. I mean, you can be a little alarmed because, you can be a little alarmed, but don't be so alarmed. Their pick was Donald Trump. Keep that in mind the next time you feel like you might want to go all 9 of Swords, anxiety ridden. This quackernon stuff, the people who are behind it did not anticipate what it is right now. And so, yes, eventually I think it may draw some eyes to them with the 8 of Pentacles, whoever was working on this, whoever was trying to sow worry, doubt, confusion, all that good stuff. It will come back because it's going to go in a place they didn't anticipate, just like Donald Trump. Thank you, Letitia. So 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, eventually they will be burdened. It's no time soon, but eventually they will be burdened.
Yeah, I get it. Here's the devil chained to the devil. It's an inspiration. I'm not sure that there is a pure single leader, because the challenge is to have a leader. It's a loosely organized through social media. It's the best way I can put it. So, you got your head of the peanut butter boys talks to the head of the boogie boys and whatever and stir stuff up. But they're sharing time and information to put their plans together with other like-minded people. But because of the disorganization, I get like they're burdened and slowly dying off, that their network gets infiltrated. They're put in defense mode. They're all going to court. The thievery and everything is security is all over them, shining a light on them. Thank you, Asia. So they slowly will go underground again. But I don't get that it's like a massively organized thing. It's just pumped up by people like Fox News and Alex Jones and
probably some random guy, and he gave it to them and they took it the rest of the way.
Yeah, Congress people, and then they just start tweeting misinformation.
I'm getting that it's mostly coming from overseas. It's foreign, but it gets closed. It gets shut down. So the people that are doing it from overseas know they're not going to be brought to justice because you can't get to them here. So they may close off the routes, perhaps, and they may have to go on the dark web. But all I can think about is like a group of Russian agents sitting in a room holding a weekly meeting, like, okay, how are we going to screw with America? And this one guy's like, I have an idea. Let's make this plan. And then, the most ridiculous thing they can think of, and these morons in America bought it hook, line, and sinker. I bet you they have meetings every week laughing at these morons. Like, can you believe they believe that? Blah, blah, blah.
I fell for this. Yeah.
Yeah, I just made up this lie and they freaking fell for it. Like, it's sad. It's sad, but.
Hillary Clinton in a pizza parlor. Let's go with it. Put it out there and see what they do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
Yep. But some of the stuff is so off the wall, ridiculous, that you have to be unstable to believe it. Like,
you just have to be, I have to be right for so bad that I will like drink the Kool-Aid of any conspiracy theory to prove my point.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So Is Trump being guarded closely right now to keep him away from communications and trouble? Is he being guarded? Is he being watched closely right now? Or is he all by him little self roaming around the White House?
Three days.
Thank you, Marie. Marie's going to watch her British PBS. My favorite thing to watch too, Marie. Bubbies.
Oh, Bubby, look, it's your Auntie Jenny. It's Auntie Jenny, bud. He says hi. My little old man. That's a good spot, bud. What, Johnny? What's open?
Words are special. Oh, Lord. That's not what, well, hell, it could be what this means. He really wants his social media. Like 14-year-old girl, One Direction is tweeting right now live. He wants his social media so bad. He is literally clawing the walls to try to get his phone. He wants that phone. I think they are trying to give him things kind of like a child throwing a fit in the store. So you give him some sort of iPad to keep him quiet. So, other people don't look at you funny. They're trying to give him something. He is still trying, however, to manipulate something here in the country with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, My America card. He wants to be president still. The Devil and the Six of Wands. He is deluding himself. He is actually turning his brain into some sort of odd playground for odd ideas, because he is really saying, okay, I'm president. They don't know it, but they will know it. He is trying to manipulate people in the White House to call him president after he's not president anymore. Like he still wants people to think that he's president. And then there's the tower. So I think he literally is going crazy. Like not even in a
to have a fall from grace on such a big stage.
Not even a metaphor, nor he's literally going crazy, I think.
I get his kids are watching him. He is being watched in the White House, but he thinks, I am the one in power and I will stay in power. And he's so erratic that they've got the kids kind of watching him. It is utter chaos. Utter chaos in the White House because he is clinging to his power. He's like, I will defend this, my position here in the White House till the end of days.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. Just put it on.
Trauma you cause not just this country, but the whole world. I'm here for it.
He's in his final days. He's stealing more money from security, like social Secret Service. He's stealing more money, so he may be like saying, "Oh, well, they're staying in my hotel or something." He's getting more grift.
Well, thank you, Freda. She said she couldn't donate on here, but she sent it to your PayPal.
Oh, thank you, Freda.
I'm getting that he's seriously depressed, so they keep bringing him food to shut him up and keep him busy. Here's another hamburger.
Gosh.
Oh, the Stop the Steal guy, Ali Alexander.
His name is Ali Alexander or Ali Akbar. Nobody really knows. He's probably one of these people who comes from Jamaica and he wants your social security number because he's going to send you $10,000 and all you got to do is send him 999,000 back, but he needs your social security number first. So, who is he work for? Who is he really? Ali Akbar. He is. I don't know if he's the self-proclaimed or whatever he is, but he is the leader of the Stop the Steal. Who are you really? Who do you work for? He's the Stop the Steal shaman. Probably.
We're going to find out more about this. I got the Sun card. Someone in communications with connections to Russia and Trump. Someone that knows how to manipulate things to get a movement going forward. But there's going to be illumination on this. There's going to be somebody shining a light on this. So they're going to find out about his plans, how he got his plans out there. And what you guys getting?
There is foreign people here that are here as well. They are in America, but they are not from America with the Empress and the Emperor. This Stop the Steal is part of their idea, but it also involves people in our government. So this is probably people who can be tied to campaign donations if you follow the money. The King of Swords is here, so it is meant for their guy, Donald Trump. And the Three of Pentacles is here, which is where that money is coming in at. I think it is possibly tied to, I don't know who they are, but they're foreign. And they have our politicians in their pocket. This guy is just this guy. I mean, yes, he's a liar. Yes, he's making up stuff. Yes, he's that weirdo in your email box, but he's more of a distraction. So I would say, you'll find out some more about him, but throw him in the garbage disposal. This money is in our politics. So they'll continue to do this type of thing until you take money out of politics.
Was he a reporter? Did he write? Did he have a blog? Anything like that? Because I get maybe he was someone that was a reporter to people that were loyal, like the base. Who he is and for who he is, who does he work for? His success is it's clouded, it's troublesome, quite possibly an older man here with the clouds, or not an older man, but a troublesome man. That's the King of Spades. It's murky. How he is successful is it's under a cloud, if that makes sense.
Thank you, Shiana.
But I asked under Ali Akbar. Is that even his name?
That's just one of his names. Ali Akbar and Ali Alexander.
Maybe that's why I got the cloud. Because his celebrity is not, it's not what it appears to be. It's cloudy. It's under a shadow.
So will Trump fake a medical emergency to exit the White House without people seeing him? Or is he going to chain himself to the radiators, like I said before? If you pull out that straight jacket card, I'm going to die laughing.
I got a different deck this time. But always have a deck that has an image that brings us a little joy nowadays. Like clawing the walls to get to your phone. Let's see. Medical emergency. Oh, Lord. Oh, I don't like cards sometimes. I don't get that he will, but I think Spirit just had a little fun with me and said, yes, his water's going to break because there's a problem. Oh, Lord. But this is, thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Sharon.
But this is his real medical emergency. His brain is full of barbed wire. This is the strength card. So that's
You mean he has something in there?
no barbed wire.
Like,
Well, I guess
you can just see through it. I don't get a medical emergency. I get that there's a new fight, a new struggle, a new argument, and then he just leaves. He goes away. He goes bye-bye. Ciao. No.
I get his children have to get him out of there because he's like stubborn and clinging. Thank you, Melissa. And he's such a burden. He's like, I won the election. I'm standing on higher ground. I'm going to stand my ground. So I get all these pages. So his kids, you have to like cajole him to come out. He's very confused. They're trying to put a lid on his emotions, but this is also, I think, ultimately Ivanka. But I do get that there's like secretly something that they may be putting in something, like a pill that they secretly put in something to bring him balance.
To sedate him?
They give him a Mickey.
some of that good old Cosby juice. Slow you down a little bit.
And they got like 20 people in there to move his fat ass out of the White House. He doesn't wait more than that.
So Ted Cruz and Josh Hawley, how are they going to be when the Senate reconvenes? When's it reconvening, on the 19th or the 20th? I think it's the 19th, the day before the inauguration. How are they going to be treated by their fellow senators?
Ted Cruz. Who likes Ted Cruz? Anybody?
Not even his mother.
I was thinking too. You're BB King in my head.
That's mean. I don't know what his mother thinks of him, but he didn't even protect his wife from Trump or his dad. His dad, Trump liked to say, killed JFK.
Nobody loves me but my mother, and she could be jabbing too. And I think,
he has a lot in common probably with Stephen Miller.
Yeah. They could be pen pals. He can teach him how to take pictures when your kids don't like you.
Well, even his daughter, there's a little video they play on Twitter all the time where his daughter is getting off a bus or something and he's trying to kiss her. He's like, away from me, nasty old man.
Oh, Lord. Like she was trying to get away from a squid or something.
He's so nasty, dude.
He is.
I think, and I get like the creepy crawlies when I see him. He's that gross,
For Ted Cruz, I get he is isolated and alone. There is a bit of confusion within him, though, as he doesn't exactly know why certain people might turn on him. But I think he's going to be attached to the sedition, so therefore, thank you, Uma. They're going to be doing something to save their own necks. This is not necessarily even they don't like Cruz, which they probably don't anyway, because nobody does. For Holly, he is going to, he bought some friends. Even though he's new to this, there are some people who I guess donate to him that donate to others that he will still have some sort of support. It is waning, though, because as he moves forward, he makes it worse. And so when he comes back in, he'll be all right. Ted Cruz, no. Stuff him in a locker like he was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that there's a lot of anxiety to work together with them because there's could be some legal problems after an investigation, and people are thinking, oh, they could end up going to jail over some of the stuff they did. So I get that they're kind of surprised by how people are treating them. People are very, on the offense, like, yeah, okay, here's my boundaries. Y'all stay over there. So people actually walk away from them. And they're looking for charity. They're looking for handouts, anybody to be nice to them. But I get they feel backstabbed also because they've got friends within the Senate that are backstabbing them. What you getting, Becca?
For Ted Cruz, I get that there was knowledge of what he said, knowledge of meetings that he had. He may also be trying to negotiate a book, but he's cut out of meetings, and it comes to an end because there's knowledge of a significant conversation or a significant meeting that he had, and then he gets cut off from meetings here, and then there's a sudden ending. There's also a significant decision, a very important decision, the decision to separate and cut him off, because there's knowledge or he can't be trusted with secrets because there's secrets here that he just blabs. So they put an end to him. He's not allowed in the meetings. If there is a dark room where there is classified information, he's no longer allowed there.
He's censured.
Yeah, he can't talk. He can't talk. They cut him off from talking. So, yeah, and for Josh Hawley, there's a very mature woman here, and she's got important knowledge about his loyalties, but it's almost like he's still looking to get a book deal. But he's still probably complaining about the book deal, but it's like there's a woman here that takes seniority. So this is, maybe it's Kamala Harris, maybe she's far from the book, so I wouldn't say publisher. Not looking good for him.
Well, since this is the last Sunday night of 45's presidency, I feel like it's the last time to read on Stephen Miller until he ends up in court or something. Last time I'll have to sage my cards. Let's just look at in general around him. Is he helping Trump out in the White House? What's he doing in the White House right now? He's got 3 more or 2.5 more working days, Monday, Tuesday, and half day Wednesday. Full card just flipped out. Hanging out with Trump.
I'm done. Every time I pull cards, no matter what it is, it's something crazy on it. 6 is. I'm not even done to read. I just want to show this to you. No, I'm a finish.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it. God, no.
Looking forward to seeing it. I'm already laughing.
Oh.
I'm getting that he's not really doing anything because it's come to an end and he's not even doing his job. He's cut from his job, which is weird because they still have 3 more days, but ending significant security and stability, his fortitude has been cut off. And then there's the job. He's been cut from the job. So I don't even think he's doing anything.
Oh, he's doing something, but I want to see what Johnny's got first.
I didn't get anything.
But he's not doing it in the White House. Let me put it that way.
I got 3 of Pentacles, which is him collaborating, and then I get the Tower, and then the 4 of Swords. I think he might be planning one of these little riots somewhere or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. He's trying to cause some destruction on his way out, but he's not doing a White House job. He's doing something goofy type job. On his way out, the 6 of Swords is the transition card. That's going from, stormy waters to calmer seas. And he's taking all his little demons and devils with him. I can't. What's happening?
Like the Pied Piper with the demons and devils.
they flock to him because he's a dark energy and a black soul.
And you know how you always get there's something a little weird sexually about him?
Yes.
Like liking to watch.
Mm-hmm. He's a sadist too.
Yeah, I'm getting that's where he's focused right now, and with his family and watching and seeking knowledge and being the bully a little bit. Because in the White House, he's done there. He's in defense mode, trying to pretend but he's got his little group together. That he parties with and drinks with and does his little other stuff with. So he's just living it up while he can in his $1 million apartment across from the White House.
I wouldn't even be in the same room with him, let alone touch him. Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't want to breathe the airy breeze. Probably all foul crap comes out of his nostrils when he exhales.
Breathing the fumes of hell.
The devil's breath, Johnny. The devil's breath. Just
Thank you, Sally. Okay.
Will Biden fire Trump appointees?
Thank you, Whimsy. Will he fire Trump appointees? There's always a way. Trump did it.
But Trump came in and fired everybody he wanted to. We have 2,655 people in here right now. Y'all are amazing. Everybody's celebrating the last Sunday night.
Judgment and justice. Somebody's going. Hangman and the Emperor. Some people are removed from power here. 7 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Somebody also is trying to defend their job or say that they're being strong-armed or things like that. It's not going to be easy, but like I said, where there's a will, there's a way. You let Trump get away with pushing people over at no consequence. And Nancy told y'all, Heifers, this very thing. Be careful of the precedent you are setting. You will not always have a Republican everything.
That's right.
But you have a Democratic almost everything except the Supreme Court. Guess what's coming around to you? Somebody's now going to try to do a little bully move on you too.
You're going to break the rules. We're going to break them right with you. What you getting, Becca?
I'm getting that there's going to be difficulties because some of them are buried deep down the chain. This goes back to something that was reported a few months ago where he was installing government career people in positions that you can't fire them from. They're not high enough. They're just right where they need to be to throw a wrench. See what I'm saying? And you can't fire those people because there's a blockage here. There's some sort of a block, and deep. And then here's the cabinet. Like some of them, not that they're untouchable. It's going to be difficult to get to them because of how it's structured. Do you see what I'm saying?
They're going to have to wait for their bosses to report them as, hey, I need to get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
Because there's those that are like-minded with Trump that are his emissaries. They have to go in and look for them. The plan right now is those supporters to go in and fire them, to take legal action, get rid of them if they have to. So there will be some manipulation with those people and there's some that they end up just watching, but rather quickly, I think some of them are just going to they're gone. That's it. And they can act confused all they want, but it's like, see you in court, victory. Yay. We did it.
Yeah. They're sitting here in the chat, civil service regulations. Like they can't be, like it's hard to get to some of them. They're blocked. It's like a permanent obstacle. They're saying in the chat too that he's supposed to be pardoning 100 people on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that abundance card earlier on his pardons, but Dances with Karens isn't going to get one.
God can't forget to pardon his own wife. Guaranteed he'll forget Melania. Guaranteed.
So, Jamie Harrison, Jamie Harrison's the new DNC chair. He's the guy that ran against Lindsey Graham. How's he going to do as the head of the DNC? Yes, pardons can be fought in court, and there's debate about if Trump is in on the conspiracy, that the pardon would not even be valid. So, yeah, you watch for him to end up in court. So how's Jamie going to do?
Very good fundraiser. 8 of Pentacles, 7 Pentacles. There a lot of support too with the Lover's card. They're going to put him in a talking position, so you'll hear a lot more of him. This is not necessarily to talk about what the Democrat Party is going to do. This is more along the lines of trying to elevate his station. That way he's seen as a political player going forward. There will also be some there's opposition, and it comes from within his party. So this is more than likely other Democrats who just don't mesh with whatever it is he's doing and saying. There is a huge change with the death card and the Empress and things that they are going to be implementing. It is going to look different than the Weisserman Schultz and purple hair. What's a Brazil? It's going to look different from them, but it'll be typical. He'll raise a lot of money, do a lot of talking. Problems in the own party, same thing. but he'll be good for it.
What you getting, Becca?
I'm getting that he will get the results on the poor performance. And it goes back to a woman that was trying to block opportunities and she kind of cut off her nose to spite her face. She's the one, this person here was the one that screwed it up. Dark-haired, dark-eyed person. She was trouble and she's no longer there. I don't know who that is. He gets the results of that. It's going to be a difficult result, but it sets him up to where the Democrats can be more competitive in future elections here, because it was like this person was trying to block opportunities. And that's why there were so many losses here. Blocking opportunities, this person, trouble, and then losses here. I don't know what she was blocking. I have no idea. It was kind of like she was stonewalling, perhaps, from people getting in. I don't know. It's a difficult report, but it's like he gets set up for future debates, and also looking at alternatives, choices, and options on what they can do, because it's almost like, and there's also a blacklist here. This woman had put somebody on a blacklist. I don't know what that's about, but there's a blacklist of people that were blocked.
Yeah.
I don't know
I get the same thing with blockages. I get he's going to bring an abundance of ideas on the bottom. He's going to be very grounded, but he's going to focus on how they can control, how they can hang on to the power that they're getting and grow it. There has been some blocking in the past, and that has made everyone anxious. So I feel like it's agendas, like blocking people or blocking agendas, but they're also looking at what happens, like if another Trump comes along, how do we defend against that? But I get that he will bring more power, more strength. He will move the party forward and bring them to a little bit higher ground, as well as healing within the party. He somehow is able to manifest a healing. So where you have the more conservative Dems and the more liberal Dems, the more progressives, bringing them together somehow. So that'll be interesting to watch.
3 more days, y'all. 3 more days.
Johnny,
I saw Brandon asking a question in the chat room earlier. He's like, what are we going to read about next Sunday?
all the court cases.
That's it.
And these quackanons, they're going to continue stirring stuff up. They don't want Biden to be successful. So did we read on Rebecca Jones yet, the data scientist?
No.
She is turning herself in Florida because she heard from the police that they were going to put out a warrant for her arrest, but they were not saying what was in the warrant. So it's actually kind of interesting. It's like, okay, she's turning herself over and basically saying, bring it, because they aren't saying what the charges are going to be. But through her lawyer, she's turning herself in tonight, supposedly. So what does Rebecca Jones' legal issues look like for her?
Thank you, sweet tea. Speaking of which, I got some that Adrian bought me, and it's fantastic.
Yes.
Random thought, sorry. Gemini brain, that's what it looks like. Glad you don't have one.
Yeah, because basically it looks like the Satan is just trying to come after her, and
Like retaliation.
yeah, because she was reporting true numbers, on COVID.
The Satan better be careful he don't get what happened to Flint come down on him in Florida. Because Flint, they were poisoning the water in Florida. He's been hiding the real COVID numbers and getting people killed. So, TikTok to Satan.
I get they're just trying to make her nervous. They don't really have a case. It's kind of like election fraud. Like they don't have a case. It's all like a big freaking lie. And they're going to try to say like there's something that while she was working for them that she secured, here she is, that was her plan, and that she hid information. But ultimately they're just trying to make her nervous, and they're eventually, they charged into her family home. They're eventually just going to have to take a back seat on this. They're going to have to sleep on this because she's got the truth and power. And Satan won't even have Trump there to pardon him. He's got Biden now.
Mm-hmm. What are you getting, Johnny?
I get that there is a lot that's about to come against her, actually. Here with the Hierophant, so it starts with the government. You have the Ten of Wands, which is in this deck. Shows a person, I guess this is why he told me to use this one. There's a person in an orange jumpsuit in prison. It's called oppression down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
This is meant to punish because she embarrassed them, I guess. It is going to be with the Eight of Wands. They are going to take swift action. This is going to move quickly. The Five of Cups, there will be some loss and some grieving over this. Five of Swords, there is some defeat. Three of Swords, there is some betrayal, some suffering. So yes, he is going to try to use the power of his office to punish this one person.
So I asked, how will she do in court? Her reputation is solid, and she stands, and she is very well respected. Okay. There's going to be an issue, though, with a report for an investigation that may have been manipulated. So this could be this could be a warrant for her arrest. This could be the reason why they raided her house. Whatever it is, it was manipulated. It was fraudulent here. And they were just trying to stick it to her. They were persistently doing fraudulent things here, but I get eventually she gets off. She gets off. You know what I mean? Like,
they got nothing.
They got nothing. But her reputation and her standing and her career and her knowledge, it's solid. You ain't moving it. So I think they're going to have one of those, oh crap moments, like they were trying to intimidate her and she's like, come at me.
Yeah.
And now like, we got to manufacture all this stuff because,
Well, has she countersued them yet for the, that breaking into her house?
Well, should we ask, will she counter?
Let's ask if she'll countersue. Satan don't mess with women.
See, for her to countersue, wouldn't it have to be illegal?
She could sue for like an illegal search and harassment.
Harassment for being fired unlawfully as retaliate. I mean, she could
smearing her name. What do you call that?
Defamation.
Defamation.
Being told to lie and not lying. I mean, she's got a whole slew of stuff.
Trying to get her to change the numbers to lie about it. Mm-hmm. So will she sue? Ooh, strength on her side. We know that.
Did you hear that story about the manatee, Jenny?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear.
that's the one I sent you. It was the algae on his skin they carved the word Trump into.
That is sick.
The Wildlife Association or whatever it was, they said they offer $5,000 for the reward that leads to the conviction of this person or whoever it was. And Dave Bautista, who's an actor and wrestler, he said he's throwing in $20,000. So now it's $25,000 for somebody who comes forth with information.
I mean, you got to be real sick, dude. Like manatees are like sea cows. They're absolutely harmless.
Mm. What are you getting on Rebecca Jones' chance suing them, Becca?
I get a yes for losses here. Losses to her job, whatever, for losses, for something that she had knowledge about, and her reputation and her honors here. So maybe defamation or something like that. But I get a yes.
What are you getting, Johnny?
Yes, and big chunk of money coming for the future here with the star and the 10 of Pentacles, like a big chunk, so like a settlement. And I get Justice and Empress. So whatever she starts new is going to bring some sort of justice her way. Probably more retribution, like I got you because you tried to get me type of thing.
Yeah, I think she's already got it in the works with that strength card on the bottom. She's already looking at legal things, and they're putting together, I think, 4 different things structurally, like what the case would be. And they're going to bully right back. It's like they've got an abundance of information. Everything, was a lie and defamation and had her defending herself. They're going to make them anxious, and she's going to win. She's going to win.
Then we'll see the Satan in an orange jumpsuit one day.
So I don't know what I want to read on this, but Doug Emhoff, who's Kamala's husband, he's going to be the first second man ever in history. So I guess just general, like, how's he going to do as the first second man? Are people going to pay attention to what shoes he wore with what suits? Are they going to leave him alone?
What's her name? Joe Biden's wife.
Jill Biden?
Joe and Jill. I don't know why I always forget her name. But she is going to be doing the military thing again, like her and Michelle did the first time around. So maybe he'll join on that. I think I did a reading on him. I think we all did. And I got that he'll be doing something with women, like women groups, and I think that's what we got last time.
Empowering women. He was interviewed this morning on the Sunday morning show. It was a fabulous interview. Whatever he's going to be doing, he's already got the plan off the ground. Like he's already laid groundwork.
I get that he's going to have a difficult journey ahead, mostly because of a lot of chit chat from conservatives. Like this whole thing with, perhaps, Kamala has emancipated him, stuff like that. Like a lot of gossip, chit chat from conservative people, perhaps older people.
Yeah.
As I see him in his marriage, the journey ahead being difficult. And having difficulties in the marriage because of the gossip about him. Because, they'll have nothing to stand on, so you might as well start salacious gossip about.
Yeah, make up stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I was trying to figure out what this card was about on the bottom. I guess that's it. Like, oh, we got to make something up.
Or not really make something up, but just a lot of gossip, like trying to... Because, Kamala Harris is going to be the first ever female vice president. And under 250 years of it being male, what they're gonna complain. You see what I'm saying? Like,
The
so
patriarchal society is going to rear its ugly head.
yeah, the patriarchal, and they're
It's
gonna go after him about that. Sorry.
He's like the total opposite of Trump, who victimizes women.
Yeah.
What are you getting, Johnny?
I get that he will be extremely beloved by like-minded people, so other Democrats and forward-thinking people. There's the Wheel of Fortune, so this is fortunes are definitely going to change here with the Six of Swords moving into calmer times with the Empress. There will be the Three of Cups. I think he will be quite the charmer. So when he gets his own platform and he gets to talking and all these type of things, they're going to really love him. Now, yes, there will be some defending that he's going to have to do here, but he will be on the higher ground because of these people, the people that are forward thinkers. So they're going to start here with the Eight of Wands. Like Becca said, a lot of gossip about who he is and why aren't you the vice president and all this type of goofiness. But for the most part, he gets all good cards.
Yeah.
Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Lovers, Wheel of Fortune, Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. So he's going to do good once he gets his own platform and the earth beneath his feet.
Yeah, I get whatever he's going to do. He's already got his plan off the ground, but he's going to work for Kamala. He's going to do whatever she needs him to do. He's going to help. But I do get he is going to do something fighting for women's causes, and people will be very satisfied with him. This is a new project that he gets off the ground, and I think he gets it off the ground with like big corporations and big bosses. And he stands in his own truth and power. But I do get people will love him. He'll be very good at what he does. So something to look forward to there with our first second man.
Mm-hmm. I can just imagine the talking idiots over at Fox News.
Can you believe he's so spineless? He takes orders from a woman.
Like, that's what I'm anticipating.
Well, Dr. Jill Biden is supposedly going to continue teaching at her community college. So I wanted to look at, is she safe doing that, or how's that going to go for with her first lady responsibilities too? I think she's going to be an awesome first lady. And I think it's interesting. She'll be the first lady that continued working her day job.
You're gonna have to quit. I'm probably gonna meet her at some point.
It's probably going to be gossip on her too, like trying to make stuff up on her too. They've already said like she shouldn't be called doctor.
She has a doctorate.
She is a doctor.
No, but Melania should be, looked up to for her 7 Einstein visas.
Her Be Best campaign.
Yeah.
This is not nothing with.
Freaking trash.
Michelle Obama rooftop garden. Melania wearing a jacket says, "Do you care?"
I don't really care. Do you?
Yeah, I don't care. Do you? Just trash. Just trash, dude.
Caught on tape saying F Christmas.
That is not the first lady.
Mm-mm.
So what are you getting, Johnny?
Snooki look classy. That's how trashy she is.
It's Lavinia Shore.
Shore. What are you getting, Johnny?
I get she's gonna have to quit. I think that's here's the devil and here's the chariot. progression because of constant security threats and all these type of things. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. She's gonna have to do what they say because they are in charge of her safety. It's just like when I'll keep this story Michelle Obama tells. She was doing an interview about how I think Barack had just signed gay marriage into law or something like that. And they lit up the White House with the rainbow colors. And she won, her and the little girl, Sasha Malia, won them. I don't know. They want to run out and see it, but you can't just walk out of the White House. So she had to go through all these security protocols, and they told her, no, you can't go. Like, you can't just do what you want to do just because you are first lady.
Yeah.
She's going to have to quit too, I think.
I get unemployment. There's your job. There's her career. Blocked. Unemployment. She ain't going to be working.
I'm getting the same thing for security reasons. They're watching her right now, and there's just an abundance of people with weapons out there right now, basically, and it's unclear about whether she will work. But then I get, she ends up getting blocked, and it's because there are thieves and people that want to attack and put an end to her. That are staunch Republicans, and Secret Service is the one that puts a block on it.
And keep in mind, that does not mean that she will not be effective, because this is a real first lady that's coming in.
Yeah.
She will prove to you she can get stuff done when she was already in the White House as Joe Biden's.
She's going to be an awesome first lady, but it just means she won't be able to continue teaching.
Will she restore the Rose Garden? Can we ask that?
Let's ask that. Will she restore? I think she said she would.
What in the world?
Will she restore
Will Dr. Joe Biden restore the Rose Garden?
It's gonna be nice seeing like the grandkids there and like them hugging them and stuff, as opposed to the kids trotting along beside trudging grandpa,
There's gonna be dogs in the White House.
Dogs again.
And not to attach the two, but the Obamas will be coming back, I'm pretty sure, too. You'll see them there.
Yeah. State dinners again. Like, they couldn't even have state dinners because nobody wanted to come.
No, it's trash, dude.
Not during COVID, but later down the road, we'll see state dinners return.
All the celebrities will want to come to the White House again. Mm-hmm. They won't have burger buffets like the last.
God, what trash, dude! What trash! What trash! I can't wrap my head around the trash that has been squatting in the White House for 4 years, guys. Oh my God!
You go to the Super Bowl, you're gonna get your Burger King.
I'm like, are you really trying to feed a bunch of hamburgers to athletes?
But
yeah,
he's so freaking cheap, and the president has to pay for the food in the White House, so he's either too cheap or he's too broke,
or he's too
money.
Or he's too just no class. No, oh my God, no. That goes to show you, kind of like the Beverly Hillbillies, like all that money, no class. That's the Trumps.
They're just stacked up on silver trays. They're not even put like on warming things or anything to keep them warm under warming lights or anything. Just cold, nasty hamburgers. I wouldn't eat a hot one, much less a cold one.
Oh, wow.
I think it's going to be part of the
Rose Garden.
I almost said, Biden. The Biden administration to right wrongs. The Page of Cups, there will be a lot of emotionally charged things that went wrong, like the Rose Garden. Does that really affect a whole lot of things? No, but it's a morale thing. Mm-hmm. And so you have that, and then you have the disrespect of the military and career professionals like the FBI and the CIA and that type of thing. So it'll be a lot of that with the Six of Swords and moving forward. It'll be a lot of emotionally charged things that are being righted. So that, I believe, will be one of them. King of Swords is here with the Trump administration. And there's a justice card. This is very interesting. I've never seen a justice card like this, but again, with the emotionally charged things, someone's taken poison, I guess, justice into their own hands. So this is going to be one of those things where, again, they're going to just try to right the wrongs and I guess try not to dog out the previous administration. Why they do it? Because they're going to try to look like the bigger people. You know, they go low, you go high thing. But yeah, they're going to try to right some wrongs.
I would get muddy with them. I'd drag their asses for the whole world to see. Like,
What'd you get, Becca?
I'm getting yes. There's been several areas where things may have been diminished and destroyed. Here, there may be some that are missing as well, or just decayed, destroyed, whatever. But ultimately, yes. I don't know if they moved it somewhere else, and maybe some of the plants that got moved didn't make it because it shows something that's missing and stolen and diminished here.
Yeah, I get like the rose garden, like they're stuck with it for a little bit because they're looking for the plans, the original plans that Jackie O did when she did it. So, and then they're burdened here with COVID, like they got to wait a little while. Like, yeah, Trump just brought people in there to do stuff because he didn't care about COVID. These, Biden cares about COVID. So like, they're not going to start anything until they get COVID under control. And then I get that they bring it to higher ground and move forward with it and start working on it. So it might not be till next year, but I think they will.
When you said Jackie O, it just reminds me of the trash melanoma, the dress that she wore when Trump was moving into the White House where they met the Obamas. That dress was supposed to be a replication of Jackie O's dress that she wore, that baby blue one. It's like when you come in there and you trash everything. Like, that goes to show you how she doesn't know crap. Like, I'm gonna fake it and look like her, and I'm gonna take her biggest thing and trash it. Like,
what she did was nowhere near as bad as what it would have looked like if Trump had done it, though.
Oh my God, golden toilets in the middle of the rose garden. Golden fountains. Yeah.
So last question of the night. The White House ghosts. Two-parter. Are they happy to see Trump go? And what do they think of Biden coming in? The White House ghosts.
The White House goes happy to see Trump go.
Or I should say the Bidens, they're coming in. President and Dr. Jill. President Joe and Dr. Jill.
Jesus Christ. It says use these cards and they're already at the bottom. Okay. Got it.
They're watching him to make sure he goes. What are you getting, Becca?
I'm getting that they're going to throw a party. There's the White House. So that's like the White House ghosts. There's the party. They're like overjoyed that Spanky is going to be like they're going to be out in the Rose Garden throwing a huge party. How they feel about Joe Biden, they're pretty happy because they know that he's committed to working and resolving issues here for his job. So they're pleased. We're very pleased, but they're equally, if not more pleased, to see Spanky go.
What are you getting, Johnny?
Purity and balance. Yes, they are happy that things are changing. It's not necessarily just that Trump is leaving, is that Trump is taking all those people with him too. because he was just one of the many people that need to be leaving that White House like a Miller in the stench of all the rest of them. So yes, purity and balance. Somebody does need to go through there with a good old sage bomb, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get, here's Trump like, oh God, we thought we were going to be stuck with him forever in the White House, but now we've got someone who's grounded and down to earth coming in, and it's going to be all new. People will get back to work.
Oh, Jenny, you froze.
Oops, we're gonna watch over the
Jenny, you froze again.
goes.
You got ghost on your line. You froze twice there.
Wow. All right, Spirit. You're messing with me. They're gonna watch and make sure Trump goes, but they're also gonna watch over the new couple coming in. And they see abundance coming. Things that are broken will be worked on together to repair. And they think Biden will be very victorious, and that will be his legacy, that he fixed everything that was damaged. So one last thing. Tomorrow's Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Any messages from Dr. King tonight?
That this is not the end of the world, that things are getting better. Even when you thought you lost 4 years ago, you really didn't. This was your point of unification. You cannot look adversity in the eye and then cower from it. That's not something he ever did. It was not something you were supposed to do either. You're supposed to see these type of situations and then act. There's also, don't be so quick to throw out your fellow man, even if they are on the opposite side of you. There is still some there's still some good you can get out of there. Secrets kill, so make sure that if you have people in your family and they are on the opposite side of the aisle, that you make it plain who you are and what you are. That way you know how to deal with each other going forward. Because again, he says, don't be so quick to throw people away, even if they are on the, even if they're quack or not. Don't be so quick to throw them away. Thank you, Dr. Judy. Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. So again, this was not meant for you to cower in fear because you thought you lost. This is one of those things that was meant to cause you to act. That way you realize what kind of power you do have. That's what I get.
What are you getting, Becca?
I'm going to sit this one out.
Okay.
That's okay.
I get we're coming into a cycle of completion and endings, which means there's new beginnings. There's a new horizon. Look to the horizon. You know, it's never too late to get new plans and new things off the ground here. Don't cling to the old ways. That, you know, when you hang on to things, that's harder for you. So stand in your own truth and power. Don't just accept other people, you know, pushing you around. Stand in your own truth and power. And he says that America is stronger and clearer thinking and has better ideas when we stick together. And then he gives me all these people, like all these different personalities, you know, we're better when we stick together. And that's what will give us the new start. So, you know, talking together, sharing together, brainstorming together, find a way to heal and move forward. Well, one last reminder for Wednesday night, we'll be live on Johnny's channel on a inauguration night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 Central, with hopefully me, Becca, and Johnny, and Lena Rodriguez. Thank you, Leslie. It almost feels like New Year's Eve. I feel like saying, Next Sunday, we'll have Biden as president over on Becca's channel. We'll be back.
Transformation time.
Doesn't it feel like New Year's Eve? We're just starting all over.
It's a holiday.
The monster is gone. Well, soon we'll be gone.
Well, you guys have a wonderful week. We'll see you Wednesday night. Fundraiser for Invisible People, which is homeless people. So check it out. They have a website if you want to check it out. Any other news, guys? Oh, I may later in the week be launching my website. If I do, I'll do a separate video on that, because if we get it up and running, booking appointments will now happen through my website, so I no longer have to deal with 1,000 emails. It's quite exciting, but if we get it going, I'm also going to do a blog on there, so I'll do angel writings, channeled writings, and stuff like that. Kind of exciting. So I'll do a little video later in the week if we get it up and running.
Fun times.
Fun times. Okay. Good night, Lucy.
For all the super chats to Jenny's channel. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And thank you to the moderators. Bye, Moosey.
He's dead asleep. Look.
Yeah, Artie's over here passed out. He's totally zonked out. Lucy will come up when I go pop the popcorn in the after show. Okay, good night, everybody.
Bye.